Welcome to the 12-Day Networking Playbook. We are going to map out the exact steps you need to go from basic computer networking concepts all the way to deploying production-ready cloud and container networks. Day 1 starts with how data travels across a network. Looking at this sender encapsulation diagram, you see how raw data is packaged for transit. As it moves from the application down to the physical bits, each step adds its own routing header. By day 2, we tackle IP addressing and how large networks are mathematically divided. This anatomy of CIDR chart shows exactly how a single /24 network block is split up into 4 smaller, manageable /26 subnets. Next, day 3 introduces transport protocols, the rules for delivery. You'll weigh the raw speed of connectionless UDP against the guaranteed reliability of TCP, which you can see illustrated here in the 3-way handshake of SYN, SYN-ACK, and ACK. Understanding these foundational layers, how data is encapsulated, addressed, and reliably delivered, is the mandatory prerequisite. You cannot design a modern, scalable cloud application without them. Moving to day 4, we translate web addresses into IPs. This diagram traces the DNS resolution journey from the browser to root name servers. Following steps 4 and 5, the query hits the authoritative name server, returning the exact IP address, highlighted in pink, back to the user. Days 5 and 6 cover DHCP, NAT, and routing. To reach the internet, devices use this NAT translation table, showing how a router maps multiple private IPs to different ports on a single shared public IP, while using longest prefix match to forward packets. Day 7 covers firewalls, tracing a packet from the internet through the NACL down to the security group, which firewall auto-allows reply traffic, its security groups. The table shows they're stateful, allowing replies automatically, while stateless network ACLs require explicit allow rules for both directions. Completing these steps moves an engineer past guessing why a connection timed out, giving them tools to explicitly architect secure, reliable data paths. Day 8 focuses on encrypting that transit. This TLS handshake diagram outlines the 5 steps a client and server take to negotiate keys and establish an encrypted session, providing the secure padlock you rely on in your browser. As traffic grows, day 9 introduces load balancing. This fan-out diagram illustrates how a central balancer performs health checks, actively routing client requests around the dead server 3 to spread the load reliably across healthy nodes. On day 10, we wrap these concepts in an isolation boundary. This diagram maps the anatomy of a cloud VPC. Zooming in, public subnets connect directly out through an internet gateway, while databases in private subnets follow arrows to route securely through a NAT gateway. You combine encrypted transit, intelligent load balancing, and strict VPC boundaries. Together, those 3 elements form the baseline for any production-ready cloud infrastructure. Day 11 zooms in further to Kubernetes networking. This cluster map shows the abstraction layers. External traffic enters through an ingress, hits a service cluster IP, and then follows these red routing lines down to the individual distributed pods on the worker nodes. Finally, day 12 gives you the tools to fix it all. This 6-step ladder visualizes a bottom-up debugging strategy. When a connection fails, you start at the physical link and methodically work your way up through IP, routing, DNS, firewalls, and finally the application. With those skills, you can read this final capstone diagram. You can trace a single user request from a global edge network and web application firewall through a load balancer, deep into the private subnets of a Kubernetes cluster, and finally to a multi-availability zone database. You've finished the 12-day playbook. Take a screenshot of this final checklist to track what you've mastered, and check out the signposts below for your next deep dives into Docker and Kubernetes. True networking expertise is rarely about memorizing terminal commands. It comes from the ability to accurately visualize, debug, and control the entire flow of data across distributed systems.